All right, I want to give you guys just some injury updates. Cam Dantzler did not participate again today due to a personal matter. He'll go into the game questionable. He's been keeping tabs on the game plan, being a part of meetings when he can virtually, but he's been dealing with something pretty serious, and we're in full support of Cam throughout this week, and hopefully get him back either later today or tomorrow. So he'll go in questionable. Kene came down with a little bit of an illness. He's doing a little bit better today, and he'll be questionable as well, how he kind of turns over from that. Harrison Smith did get limited work in all week. He'll be questionable as well. Everyone else will go in full. Really excited for the opportunity we have. I could feel it in our team all week. They are just excited to be back at home in front of our great home environment. Say what you will about our fans from the outside perspective, from maybe some of the visitors that have come in, but I've never been around an environment like ours, and know how special it's going to be and difficult, hopefully, for our opponent on Sunday to operate. Expecting the best out of a group that's helped us all season long, and our fan base absolutely love what they've been for us at home this year. Congratulations to Justin Jefferson and Depot on first team All-Pro. That is a huge honor for those guys. We had a bunch of other players receive votes, so it's really cool to see them getting the respect for one of the highest honors you can have at your position is being a first team All-Pro, and then huge for Kene as well to be a second teamer. So we'll be excited to get him back in here tomorrow and congratulate him in person when he recovers from his illness. So with that, I'll turn it over to you guys.
So Bradbury's a full go, I guess. Can you maybe talk about it?
Bradbury's a full go. So those three players will go in questionable. Everyone else will go in with no injury designation.
I mean, what did he do to reach that status?
Practiced full and demonstrated a complete readiness to play this weekend. I'm really excited about having Garrett back in there. He's been huge for us all season long and had a really good week of practice.
Will he start at center on Sunday?
He will.
How do the practice reps go with Blake Brandel? What are your expectations of him?
Yeah, he got some reps at some different spots. He's shown that he's ready to go full, and we're going to kind of figure out that full five. We kind of have a really good idea of it, and we're going to be ready to go, obviously, come Sunday.
So Blake's a candidate to start at right guard?
Yeah, we're still, we've had that dialogue, inside our position rooms and coaching staff, and I think we've got a good plan.
Harrison, he was limited, but do you have any reason to think he wouldn't be there for you?
No, I don't have any reason to believe Harry wouldn't be there, but like I said, he'll go in questionable just in case. We'll see how he turns over from some good work today, excited to get Harry back out there if everything goes to plan.
And on the odd chance that you don't have Kene, who else do you look at kickoff?
We would have Ty up for the game, and he's already has assumed when he's been up this year, some major roles on teams. We'd work through who the returner would be, with him being definitely a candidate to do that.
Think about the seasons that Darius and Daniil have both had, and the fact that you have them both healthy as these playoffs start. I mean, how, I guess, happy are you with that being the situation for what you guys want to do?
Yeah, it was the goal all along, not only to get to host a playoff game, but to try to have our guys, as many of our guys available at their full capacity as we possibly could, and those guys being fresh and ready to go. Z getting a little time here the last week or so, and Daniil's really picked up and had a really strong second half of the season, and the two guys working together are a major part of what we want to do.
Coach, I know you've talked about Andrew DePaula before, but I'm just kind of wondering sort of your impression of how excited his teammates get for these kinds of things, just kind of knowing his story and kind of the underdog.
Yeah, every time. I mean, I think letting the team know just now when we broke down the huddle, a lot of them probably already did, but Justin Jefferson definitely received a strong round of applause, but I think that was probably expected. But when I said Andrew DePaula, you guys, I don't know if you guys were in here yet, but tends to be much more energy and enthusiasm for that than anything I say. I can tell you that much. So that's always good material for me when I can be, as I told him, he's adding to the trophy case this year, which is really cool and well-deserved.
Kevin, how do you like kind of the chess match of what the Giants are going to do? Are they going to do this, that, and then magnified by the fact you just played them 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's anytime, you're playing any opponent in the playoffs, everything gets ramped up. There's so much film to study. There's so much from a season's worth of inventory. But then having just played those guys late in the year against this coaching staff, you guys know I've talked a lot about not only their head coach, but Wink and his staff. They do a phenomenal job. They're challenged to prepare for, and our guys got to be ready to go and ready to go play fast against a really talented defense.
Have you thought much about this new overtime rule and what you would do if you win the coin toss?
Yeah, we have. We've had some dialogue. Ryan and myself and Pet have really kind of just honed in on really what the dynamics are, how different they may be for each particular team, and for our team, we've got a really clear-cut plan of how we would handle it. And I think, we were able to take that into account, how we game planned in all three phases, and make sure we're prepared if that comes up.
Kevin, when it comes to two first-year head coaches going against each other, I mean, players always talk about not feeling like they're rookies anymore halfway through, I guess. When did you start to have that feeling, or when did you feel like you were sort of comfortable in the head coach role?
I've been comfortable from the jump. I spent a lot of time not only trying to prepare our team throughout the offseason and training camp, but as much as possible myself, what the process would be for me as the play caller, but also making sure that I'm not only available for our team, but doing everything I can to help our entire group throughout the week. So I feel like that process came together for me. I lean heavily on our coaching staff. I lean on our leadership, our players. So I don't necessarily feel like a rookie, but I'll let other people decide when I get to drop that tag, kind of like I had to do as a rookie player.
Do you have any extra family or friends coming to the game for your first time?
My parents will be in town. My wife's parents will be in town, and I can tell. I think my kids have all been in their Vikings jerseys all week, so hopefully we can get those washed and ready to go for Sunday. No, we're just the entire community, the entire our fan base. We feel so blessed and fortunate to be here. Ziggy's been out at practice, and I can tell everybody in our building is excited for this opportunity. Now we get to go play football, and the most important thing is playing good football and putting our finishing touches on the plan. I feel really good about where our prep has been this week, and I want the guys to be excited and ready to turn it loose on Sunday.
Last two. Kevin, Justin, there's been a lot of talk about is Justin Jefferson the best receiver in the NFL. He was the only one in the All-Pro team to be a unanimous pick. What does that mean to that conversation?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of really, really good receivers, really good players in our league that have the ability to dominate, impact the game. I just feel, and I may be biased, but I feel like that's a pretty deserving thing for him to be a unanimous member of that team, and really, really cool for him. And I can remember going back to some initial, even early conversations the day I got to talk to you guys for the first time, and him and I talking about what that would be like for him, being a first-team All-Pro, and working every day to get it done. And he deserves all the credit for his work ethic, his commitment to being what he is for our offense, but also for our team. I just can't say enough about him this year, both on the field and off.
Last one.
Come on.
We'll bank this for next week.
There you go. Appreciate you guys.